Welcome back to another episode of my Ultimate Iron Man. I'm here exactly where I left you the last episode, but quite a bit closer to a woodcutting level than I was then. Of course, with woodcutting, you never know when it's going to happen with redwood, so I guess I could keep talking. Real fast. This episode, I'm planning on doing some diaries. I will be able to get 2 diaries if I can try really hard enough. I'm going for the Ardoon diary, and I'm going for the, oh gosh, I think it was the Artie diary. No, that's what I just said the first time. The Artie diary and the Corin and Kebos diary. There we go. Those are the ones, and I haven't gotten the level yet. I don't know why I'm talking so fast. But yeah, we don't need too many more skills for those. I can boost to most everything. The only skill we'll really have to grind is I think we'll need 1 smithing level, and I feel like maybe an agility level, but I think I should be able to boost. We just need to be able to do the Artie core, so if I get an agility potion, I should be able to finish that. The biggest thing that'll probably take up the bulk of time this episode is we need to complete a raid for the Corin and Kebos diary, in Chambers of Jagex, that is. And I think I'll be able to do it. It'll probably be hard. I'll take a long time to try and make sure I scout like a good raid. But I'm pretty sure I can brute force my way through. And there we are finally, 90 wood cutting at the redwoods. I gotta tell you, I've been loving how AFK this is. It's so nice with the logout timer, like I said, to just sit here and chill and not get logged out. It's pretty great. But yeah, I'm gonna be here for a bit more, and then I think I'm gonna just start doing some of the easy ones. I don't know, we'll probably go ahead and get Artie first, so you'll probably see me back at Blast Furnace, just gonna get that level whenever I feel like it. And I lied, I'm not a Blast Furnace right now. I'm not cooking up some more, I'm cooking up some pineapple pizza to give to these hungry soldiers here, because we wanted to get 91 cooking so that we could cook manta rays. So now I just have to go to the fishing trawler and catch a manta ray. It'll be strange seeing if I can go dry for that, because everyone's used to going dry for angler pieces, and I'm strangely here for a fish at the angler trawler. Does anybody actually use the fishing trawler like for fish? Surely not. Oh, let's see that loot. Hey, there's a manta ray. Fortunately, we didn't get the angler gloves yet. I still haven't gotten any of those. I think I've done like 40 games at this point, but at least you get the boots with just the 4 pieces. So we don't need the gloves yet. I'll grab all these just in case. I was gonna grab one and I was like, I might burn it. And then is there like a range here somewhere? There is. Down here. And it's as easy as that, guys. Elite task in the Artie area for cooking up a manta ray. Alrighty, and first step on the diaries, I'm going to try and kill a Hydra. I got a wild pie from hunting eclectics, and that'll be enough to boost me up to 98. So hopefully this shouldn't be too terrible for just 1 kill. And down it goes. Oh yeah, Hydra bones. I thought that was an item for a second there, but no, that's just normal Hydra bones. I didn't know these guys do have a chance to drop all of the pieces for like the brimstone ring and the bone crusher necklace. I thought that was all just exclusive to the Hydra boss. So I think most people still kill the Hydra boss when you're on task, because it's just like it's pretty unreal money an hour, and got some nice uniques in addition to those things. But we might at some point come back to those Hydras, because it's similar to Basilisk Knights, where they drop them at a certain level, pretty rare. I think it's over 1 in 1,000 when you're off task, and it goes up to like 1 in 300 I think when you're on task. So might see that at some point, but definitely not until we're done with Hydra. I've been seeing the signs around. Something's telling me I'm going to get ranger boots soon, so I figured let's try 20 clues this time. It's not going to be the first one, of course. See, I wasn't expecting that, but I think we'll see it here in this opening. Oh, purple elegant shirts. That might complete the purple set if it wasn't done already. Pretty cool. Alright, last couple of them. We've gotten 2 new collection slots. Ooh, leprechaun hat. That blends in with my character's hair right now. Alright, final casket. Give me your luck. I'm feeling it. Not today. Lots of headbands, though. I think I already have all of them, but if I didn't in the house, I certainly should now. But yeah, just inching closer and closer. What's our medium clue collections log looking like right now? We're at 97 out of 115. Oh my god, 3 climbing boots, 2 prayer boots, or holy sandals. I mean, they are prayer boots, but... And then just random stuff. And it looks like we do have all the headbands, so yay us. Alright, next up is complete a lap of the Arty course. So I've got 3 doses of agility potion. We'll see if we can't get to the end. I don't think the fail rate should be like insane, boosting up to 90 or 91, but there are a chance we fail. Oh, is this the end? If it is, and that's like a little bit of a shorter course than I thought it was. It is, look at us, first lap of the Arty course, another elite task done. Alright, I need to pick the block on the Yanel agility dungeon door, which is it this? No, the door's already unlocked. Okay, did I just mess up? I have no idea what this is. I think I did. This is for a quest or something. Alright, watch how stupid this is, y'all. It is this door, but we have to do it from this side. And we just need a lockpick, too. And 82 thieving, so it looks like there's a decent chance to fail it. This is super engaging content. Definitely going to make sure you have a high requirement for this, you know, super sought after piece of content, which is the Yanel agility dungeon. There we go. Arty task, elite, done. And next we've got a pickpocket a hero, which I thought I needed 85 for, but apparently you just need 80. So I think there's heroes walking around. Are these warriors and paladins? They are. I know there are heroes in the castle because I pickpocketed them during the league. Or I thought I did. These are paladins. Paladins aren't heroes, right? Where are you, you stupid blue dude? Hey, there we go. 273 XP, that's not bad. Although I guess, of course, my chance is not great right now. Alright, y'all, I'm about to do something I guarantee you've probably never seen in RuneScape before. I'm a UIM on a free-to-play world about to use a bond that I just bought with GP I've earned on my free-to-play alt. But you cannot give other bonds. What? What? That's horse trash. Oh my god, well I just wasted, I don't think I can sell bonds. I just wasted money. Wait, can you sell bonds as UIM? That would be hilarious. I can't, that's unbelievable. Alright, I've literally never been in Castle Wars before, so I have no clue what to do, like how to leave. Can I just, there's the door. I'm on my alt account right now. You guys are just seeing me doing nothing. Okay, here's the door. I'm on a time frame for how long I can wait until I have to cast Ancients. Where is this idiot? Where is this loser? Oh, I see him. I see him. Get ready to sit, kid. Get ready to freaking sit. Elite Diary. Just one shot at him. Sit down, son. And then I'm gonna freaking leave because this is awful. Which one of these? God, which one of these is not gonna teleport me into the wilderness? I freaking hate these. I think one of them is Lasar is Ice Mountain. Okay, that's not gonna be in the wilderness. Get me out of here. Wait, what do you mean I can't leave? Yeah, I can. How do I leave? Do I have to wait for this to end? Oof, I managed to get out of there. I saw him also smuggled an arrow over my head out as well. We'll see if that goes away at some point. But yeah, you had to go back to your own base and leave through the portal in there, but you could leave early. It didn't make me stay for 20 minutes, although it took me a good 5 minutes to figure that out. So that took longer than I thought it would. Between my fumble with the bond for my alt, so I just have an extra bond in my pouch now. I guess that's great. So all in all, I ended up using like almost 9 mil from this account because great logic from Jagex here. So no, I couldn't, as an Iron Man, I couldn't use a bond on my alt, but I could go to the wilderness and drop enough coins for my alt to just go and buy a bond themselves. So like, great work there, fellas. Just a whole bunch of running around and stress for me, but I did it. And luckily, I mean, not luckily, but you know, I had, you know, enough whips on the alt to sell those that I dropped over ages ago. Now that they're a member, and I would make most of my money back. So maybe I'll be able to afford a bond to use on this guy, which hopefully you can do. Like I would think you can. I've seen people use bonds on other people before, but I guess they really think Iron Men stand alone or something. I don't know. So let's go over a plan. Ignore what my character is doing right now. It may seem very, very strange, but it's all part of the plan. Trust me. Giles, I'm going to need you to piss off. I'm talking here. But already 41 out of 42 tasks done on the achievement diary. The last one is to make a rune crossbow from scratch in Yanilla somewhere. That's fine. But what we need for that is we need to be able to smith our own rune limbs. Now, rune limbs you can smith at 91 smithing. Eventually, I will need to get smithing up to 91 for some reason or another, but I don't want to do that right now. That's a lot of smithing. So my idea is to just boost for it. And with the release of Giant's Foundry, there's the new like grog or something you can get that lets you boost up to +4. So, do some math here. We just need to get to 87 smithing and we'll be able to boost up with the new grog and be able to make that. That's fine. 1 smithing level is much easier to get than 5 smithing levels. So, 314 XP. We need a reward from Giant's Foundry, so I figured might as well try and do Giant's Foundry to get, you know, the smithing levels. I had originally written off it because, one, I know you needed, it's all about bars really, or like you could like melt down things, but I didn't think that was relevant. I was like, oh, you want noted bars for UIMs to do it, that is. And also I didn't like love it, but again, I didn't have a chance to really get in a flow of things, so I'm hoping I'll enjoy it more now. But I somewhat recently saw in a video by UIM, fellow UIM, if you haven't checked him out, you know, you're doing something wrong. Dude, his channel is great. I really love it. It's a weird cross-section I didn't think I'd ever get of content I love being RuneScape and ASMR, even though I don't know if it's unintentional. I love his voice. It's so just like chill and calm and relaxing, and I just have a great time watching his videos. If you haven't checked him out, you should do so. It's a great channel over there. But anyway, he did a video where he went to Giant's Foundry and he was buying like the chain skirts from Varrock and doing that. Granted, it was only like 50-something KXP an hour, I think. You know, pretty good for lower levels, what he was at the time. Not what I'd be looking for now. But then I also, just today, when I was looking into it more, saw a video by Possum I, another UIM. He's Max though. He just had a quick little guide where he is buying not bronze and iron and steel chain legs or chain bodies. He is buying myth plates and addy plates from a shop in Prifddinas and getting 200 plus K XP an hour from that. So that was like, that got my, my eyes lit up when I saw that. I was like, ooh, that's a lot of XP. That could be good. That's not even 2 hours if you get a level, which is, somewhat comparable. I think actually it's more than what I do for myth plates at Blast Furnace. Pretty much the only 2 tests will be, am I going to enjoy doing that? And am I going to profit? Because even though it's slower, you still profit from Blast Furnace doing myth plate bodies. I don't know if I'm going to profit doing this method, but that's what we're going to see. I have pretty much exactly 5 mil, so that'll be a good test to see if we do profit from this. And I've got high hopes, so I need more prayer. I need to go back home for that. I've got high hopes for this. I think it'll be cool. I'm hoping I'll be able to get into a groove with it, and it'll just, be a fun, new, interesting method. So got to get a couple things together. You see, I've already got my ice gloves on, and then this is just my fashion scape that I'm planning on wearing, and also trying to get a. I figured I would try and get an Elven teleport seed. I think in Possumy's video, he was just going back to. I think he had his house in Prith, and he would teleport to that. Which is fine, that's close. But I was just looking, the shop where you buy them, I'm pretty sure is this thing right here. So, yeah, the house is kind of close, but this is like right there with the tablet, and I don't have to pay 70K. So I gotta put a twist on it, gotta do things my way, or else I can't patent it. So that's what I'm trying to do, just trying to get a crystal from these guys. And then that's good for 5 charges, I think, or maybe 4, and then you can just recharge it right here, and it's a little closer, a little more efficient. I'm all about efficiency here on this channel, if I haven't been able to tell you. Alright, I believe I'm all good to go. I will link Possumy's video. I think it might be Possum I don't know. I'll link their video down below so you can take a look at the actual method if you want to get a general idea of what's going on. It's 2 o'clock in the morning right now, 2:30. So I'm not gonna go to bed right now, but I'm done with RuneScape for the day. I want to, you know, really get into this and try and just get into a groove and do it all in one setting tomorrow morning. So we'll try that. But I just want to make sure I go over. I just looked up a Reddit post about optimal order to buy stuff in. I know you want to buy like the most expensive one is the first one you should get, as far as like further increasing your points to, you know, quicker unlock the other ones. And then there's, you know, it's like chopper and then something else too. Like I know there's ones in there of what you want to get. So I've got a list of that. I know what to go for. I'm still trying to figure out if the outfit is good to go for, because I think it can work. Right now it makes it sound like it only works for smithing in an anvil, but I think it can work for some of the things in here. Obviously, we don't do too much smithing with an anvil. I guess at blast furnace we kind of could, but it just like it speeds it up. It's not like, you know, saving bars or anything. I honestly, depending on how quickly we get things here, it might be worth it, just because I know you can combine the ice gloves with the smith gauntlets, so it might be worth it just to do that so we can store ice gloves in the POH. But we'll see how it is. And then of course the gut sword I might want at some point, but again, that's going to depend on how quickly we get points here. Also, it costs like 250k to get this inventory, so I think it might not be profitable, but we shall see. Wish me luck, guys. Alright, I've done a couple games of Foundry now. I think I've generally got the hang of it. And we're going to finish here. We'll go ahead and hand this in, and I think this should give me enough points to get what is now going to be my 3rd mold. I got the big one I mentioned in the previous clip that you wanted. And I've also got another one, Chopper. Now let's get Spiker. Those are all the big expensive ones, the 450s. So as you can tell, I've already gotten like 1,200 points at least. So basically the way it goes is generally I've got not a mod, a rune light setting it's called Easy Giants Foundry, and that's like what will highlight which ones of these are like the best ones for you to use. So once you have that, you set your mold, and then you come up here, toss your plate bodies and stuff in here. You want to do 4 myth and 3 addy plate bodies per trip, and then, you know, you port and then just start doing the actual like mini game. So as far as it goes, I'm happy to report I don't dislike it like I did in the quest. I think it's very frustrating until you get the hang of it, and I don't think the quest should have forced you to get a hang of it. Like, I don't think you should have had to do it like 3 times. But I think, you know, I was very frustrated with it, because once you get it down, like, you never mess up. I mean, the rune light, you know, helper is very, very good too. The only time I've ever messed up is sometimes I'll forget, like, does it need to be at the bottom or the top whenever you start, you know, using one of the stations. And then, you know, if I want to, I'll like click and then try and, like, you know, go look up the video on YouTube, and it's like, oh, you messed up like 3 times, and it kind of tanks your the quality of your blade, which is how you get points. But it's not too bad. I like it quite a bit. As far as profit goes, I am not profiting with this method. It's not quite as expensive as I thought. It was like 250k per inventory of plate bodies, and I make about 100k back, because you get 30-something k per sword usually, and you make 3 swords per trip. So it's still pretty expensive, not insanely expensive, and XP an hour. Here, let me make sure I don't go over this here. I think I'm around 130. I could probably get higher than that. 130 is just, you know, still kind of trying to learn and get the method down. And like I said, I messed up one of the swords at one point, so, and I didn't have all the, you know, I'm still unlocking all of the molds and stuff. So I'm not sure. There's probably some like high level play where it's like maybe you should just use like iron and steel until you get enough to unlock the blades, and then you can start using the more expensive ones to take better advantage of the points. I don't know exactly how the quality breakdown works for all of that. But I think I'm just going to stick with these right now because it's not that expensive, and I do have a bit of money. Why did that start getting so hot? I have a decent bit of money on my account anyway, so it's not like, you know, we're getting ready to spend it anywhere else. But I will say, even though you don't profit as much as Blast Furnace, it is so much more relaxed than Blast Furnace is. So much more, not quite AFK, because you do have to pay attention. Like I said, the helper makes it easier to, you know, be more AFK, but just not nearly as click intensive as Blast Furnace is. I don't know if I say I like it more. Blast Furnace, like it... Oh my god, I just messed up there. See, I shouldn't talk. I shouldn't talk. I don't mess up if I'm not talking. Alright, pretty sure I hand this guy in, and that's going to be a level. Go ahead and take another commission right now. And that's 87 smithing, rune maces, and Shazen boots 5. Of course, now we can +4 boost up to 91, but I'm going to be honest, I think I'm going to stay here for a little bit. I'm kind of in the flow. I like doing it. I don't know. I might try and stay until I unlock all of the molds. So well, I'm not going to show you this right now, but I think we've got like half of them now, and most of the expensive ones, so I don't think it'll take too much longer, but we'll see how far along I get into 88. Well, I don't know if I've been here longer than I wanted to, or if it's just better XP than I thought, but if this is a good enough sword, then we're going to get a smithing level here. It wasn't. We are 900 XP off. But anyway, I'm going to get another level here because I really have been enjoying this and just getting in the flow of it. Alright, let us try this again. Hand in the sword, and that's going to be the level. Not another commission, but I will take 88 smithing. You can now make Addy plate bodies, which is actually really nice. Rune med helms, and then rune crossbow bolts, which again also is nice too. We can potentially make those, and if we ever get like onyx bolt tips or something. Although I don't know how often we get onyx bolt tips and like rune bars or rune ore or something. But yeah, that's where I'm going to wrap up Giant's Foundry for now. Really enjoy this method. If I go over to my XP an hour, you can see I'm just on the cusp of that 200k an hour. I think if I was fully focused and didn't ever mess up, because I don't mess up a lot, but it does happen like once or twice. And also, there's a little bit of RNG between which swords you can get. You can get like worse ones and better ones. I got a lot of pretty bad ones this time. So I think you could reliably get 200k solid XP an hour once you have all of the molds unlocked. Speaking of molds, oh, gotta put my password in, don't look guys. Well, speaking of molds, if I go over to all molds, I bought them all except the Juggernaut and the Corrupted, which I looked up, I saw like a Reddit post which said that these aren't worth it for some reason. I don't know why, it's just, I don't know, just how they seem like they did their math, and I'm gonna trust them. But I got all the big ones, and then you can see we're ending up with 2,100, almost 2,200 points. Although I'm going to go ahead and buy a grog right now, which also is a collection log slot. That's the thing we need to boost up for our smithing level, the kind of reason we were here. But we're also, you know, a decent chunk into the way of maybe unlocking the outfit, which I definitely think I will probably come back here. So you see I made, what, 48 swords, and I spent just about, well, I'm ending with just about 2 mil loss, because, you know, I spent more than that, but you make a little bit of money back. So it's expensive. It's not crazy expensive, and it is very AFK and really good XP an hour. It's now better XP an hour than Blast Furnace. So it's pretty much, I like that we now have like 3 options where it's like you can do Superheat Gold, which is really expensive, but I think the fastest and also the most click intensive. Then we have Blast Furnace Smith Plates, which is decent XP. You make money, but it's pretty click intensive and you can't AFK at all. And then we have this where it's fairly expensive, somewhat AFK, although you got to learn where you can AFK and where you can't, and it has to be short bursts, because like you can AFK between running or like, you know, heating or cooling, but there's no tick delays between once you like finish working the sword, so it just takes 1 tick and you've lost a portion of your quality, and which goes to XP, less points, it adds up. But overall, it gets my seal of approval. I'm really happy that UIMs could do this, and not just at like a low level, you know, buying like, you know, iron and steel chain bodies or something. You can do it if you have Prif. You can do the Myth and Addy method. You just gotta have the scratch to back it up. Well, I was all set to go finish the diary and kind of forgot that I needed, you know, a rune bar to make the rune limbs, and I don't have 85 mining, so I can't really go try and mine it, even though I think rune rocks are usually pretty competitive, although I probably could have done it. If I had a D pick, maybe I would have tried, but anyway, decided to go for Firewatch Sentinels. It's like a 1 in 46 drop, and I killed probably about 50 of them because I wasn't tracking it at the start, so not too bad. Didn't get a blood shard, but, you know, good Alks. It's AFK. Didn't take too long. Let's go get that diary. So the wiki says you have to do this in pretty specific steps. The main thing is you don't want to fletch the logs into the crossbow stock yet. But first here, I want to do crossbow string, fletch that here. Okay, that's stage 1. Then I need to teleport over to Yanil and use the anvil over here to make the rune limbs. So we'll boost up for that. Use this guy, rune limbs. Stage 2, then we can go here and make this into a crossbow stock. Pop that on there, pop that on there. Bang, elite task in the Arty Diary, and that's all of them. Let's go talk to Two Pints. And it looks like they cut 2 pints off and kicked her out of the bar, but hopefully she'll still give us our cape. Alright, so, yep, there we go. Not much useful for us. The only things are, of course, Antique Lamp, which is going to be 50k Herblore experience for us. We get the Arty Cloak 4, which in addition to looking just pretty freaking cool, it also has unlimited farm teleports. No more, oh, I'm sorry, you've already used all your teleports for today. I'm a pro. Farming runs will never be the same. And other than that, the only thing that's relevant for UIMs is that there is a 25% increase in the Marks of Grace you get at the Arty course. So that is going to be our best place for Marks of Grace once we hit 90 agility, which will be coming up sometime soon. So yeah, that was pretty cool. Arty Elite Diary knocked out. So, you know, we've had 1 Elite Diary this episode, but what about a second Elite Diary? And hold your horses there past Sean, because that was Sean who had not edited this video yet, saying like, oh, let's get a second Elite Diary. Now having edited it and seeing it's like 25 minutes long already, I'm going to stop for now. So yeah, still getting the Arty Elite Diary done this episode was great. The Arty Cape will be incredible for farming runs, and the Marks of Grace bump will be nice. Next time, we are going to finish off the Corrin and Kebos Diary, which we did some steps of it today. The only thing we have left, really, is the completing a Chambers of Zarek raid, which I am planning on trying to just brute force solo. So hopefully that will go well. I might try it today, but I'm a little busy on the schedule, and I really want like a good full kind of just, you know, 3 or 4 hour chunk where I can just devote to that. Hopefully it won't take me that long, but who knows? It could be bad. So hope you will wish me luck on that. And if you made it this far, thank you so much for watching, and I hope to see you in the next one.